Hey guys, so I am here sitting on my floor again for another video, and these are kind of like my favorite videos. I think I mentioned that in my last video. I just like talking to you guys. But I finished season 1 and season 2 of 13 Reasons Why, and I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. I have nothing planned for what I'm going to talk about, so I feel like my brain is going to go in 500 million different directions, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it. I know 13 Reasons Why was a huge controversial series and still kind of is, and I completely understand why. And at first I was completely against watching the series. I was just completely against watching it because I knew about what some people were saying about it, and I completely agreed. I was like, I'm not watching that show. That is ridiculous. How dare they make these illnesses and make this thing like a entertainment? I don't know. It's just, I was not going to watch it, and I didn't like it just from what I've heard. And then I was home because, you know, I've been home back and forth, and my dad was watching it. He wanted us, like me and my family, to watch it, and so I started watching it. And of course, it is a TV show. It is a show. It's going to make you want to like keep guessing what's going to happen and watch and whatever. So I started watching it, and at first I was like, oh, I don't really see like the big deal that everyone was talking about. I don't really see like why people were so angry about it. And then as the show progressed, I was like, whoa. They said things and did things that I think were completely out of line a little bit. First off, and foremost, I do not think that they should have ever showed Hannah doing that, like doing it. And I don't really want to like talk about it like actually because I know YouTube will probably like demonetize me, but I don't think they should have ever shown that. And I really believe that the first season kind of tells you like, hey, this is the only option, and that is completely not the case. And I feel like they could have completely done something different with the series, and they didn't, and that is unfortunate because it could have been such an amazing show and it could have brought such light to such topics. But I feel like they did it in a distasteful way, and that may just be my opinion, and you may be thinking, no, they did it in a great way. And I understand most of the episodes have trigger warnings, but that's not going to stop someone from watching it, and then they're going to watch it and be like, oh, I relate to this person, I should do what they did. And the decisions that they make in the show are not the correct decisions. I understand that no one is to say that any decision is the correct decision or whatever, but not once did it show Hannah going to, you know, getting help from her family, talking to her family, having her parents ask if she's okay. Like, not once did it show any of that, and it should have. I just don't think they did it in the correct manner. I don't think they should have ever shown Hannah doing what she did, and it's almost basically saying like, hey, you could reach out to your school, you could do this, and this is still the only thing you can do to resolve it. And that, I just think, is disgusting that they would think that that's okay to put into a show. First off, produced or whatever by Selena Gomez, so you're gonna have so many young kids watching this, and they're gonna think that that's okay. Like, I don't think that is right in any shape or form or anything like that. They should have never done that in the show. And then the fact that Hannah did this thing where she left the tapes, so then people started to feel guilty, and the fact that people were feeling guilty and that they were then going to hurt themselves because of that. And then it's showing that if you feel guilty, you have to do this, and this, like this to feel better. And it's just, I just don't get how you could put that out and like think it's okay. And I get that you're trying to make awareness of the topic and maybe get people to talk, but you might not be getting people to talk. I don't know. That's just season 1. That's just my opinion with season 1, pretty much. The last episode of season 1, I was bawling. It was so like sickening to watch, to think about the fact that people really go like through that, and that is just so terrible to even think about. And then it moves on to season 2, and of course everyone kind of thinks like, what more can they really do? Like, They kind of already told her whole story, but then the whole thing with the Polaroids comes out, and it's mainly focused on Bryce this whole second season, and that's a whole different situation that I can't stand in this show. So they show Bryce, a rapist. They show someone who is a literal rapist. He has hurt many girls, and they put him on trial. He gets on trial. He goes on trial. People testify against him. And they find him not guilty. Like, he goes, I think, on probation. And the fact that they're going to show, like, these girls put everything on the line. They went and told the truth. They went in front of a judge, in front of a jury, and said what happened to them. They found the courage, which is very, very, very difficult to go in front of these people, which most girls in real life can't do. They can't find the courage to go up there and talk about what happened out of fear that their rapist will be found not guilty, out of fear that no one will believe them. And this show literally solidified what these girls are so afraid of. It solidified that they'll get off, that they won't get in trouble, that no one will believe them. All of that was solidified in this show. That part makes no sense to me. In the show, they should have arrested Bryce and kept him in jail for however long that may be. It just blows my mind that they could sit there and write the fact that he just gets put on probation to show girls all across the world, if you've been raped and you want to go against your person, no one's going to believe you. Like, it just, I don't get it. That's the second thing, the main thing that blows my mind, that they could put that in this show and think it's okay and think it's, like, helping the cause, because it's not. The third and final thing that really ticks me off in this show is the ending of the second season, where the whole second season you kind of see Tyler planning a school shooting. You kind of know that he's going to, just from, like, I forget what that's called, when, like, you know what the character is going to do but no one else in the show knows what the character is going to do yet. It's some type of, I don't remember what it's called. The bottom line is you get the idea that he's going to, and it's more of just a matter of, like, waiting for when it's going to happen. And of course, most people assumed it was going to happen in the final episode of the second season. Again, they didn't portray something so serious in the correct way. The fact that after so many terrible things like this have happened in the past couple of months alone, I don't know. I don't want to get too heated on the topic, but I just don't get how they could write this and really broadcast it to a younger audience, because I believe that is who is watching it. A lot of younger teenagers, kids going in high school, whoever looks up to Selena Gomez is obviously going to watch it because she's the one promoting this show on Netflix, and it's on Netflix, which is what every kid watches nowadays. No one watches the TV, they watch Netflix, they watch YouTube. So the fact that you're able to put this out there knowing kids are watching it and knowing that it's sending the wrong message. None of it throughout the whole show I thought, that's a good message. That's something that's going to, really maybe touch some people and help them. Not once did I think that. Not once did something happened in the show and I thought, okay, well, that could maybe help someone going through that. No. Every time something that happened, I thought, that's not okay that they just did that. And I saw a tweet to kind of bring it back around. I saw a tweet, and I'm going to find it because I want to give whoever tweeted it credit for what they said because it was genius. Someone tweeted saying that 13 Reasons Why should stop its storyline right where it is, make a new season from season 1 called 13 Reasons Why Not, and literally tell her whole, have Hannah literally do a whole story where she says why she didn't do it and explain. And I know in season 2, I believe the last episode or the second last episode, whatever, Hannah's mom had a list saying why not to do it. So and have her go off that list that she made. And I think there was only like 11 reasons on the list, whatever, but that's besides the point. Go through and maybe have those people that were in 13 Reasons Why that had that had tapes, but find the bright side in it. Find a reason to keep going. Tell the audience and tell kids that there is a reason to keep going and that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Not that this is it, because that's what you showed in 13 Reasons Why. To the producers, I'm just talking to them as if they're watching this, Selena. They should, or someone should, make a show called 13 Reasons Why Not, the same cast, the same plot, everything, but have it be why Hannah didn't do it. And that the second season can be on how amazing her life is. And it could be her dating Clay, and it could be that, like, you know, it's just, that makes sense to me. Do a show like that. That can bring awareness. That can maybe help someone out there. So if anyone has a connection to Selena Gomez or to Netflix, show them that girl's tweet and get that going. And I want a cut from when it comes out, because, you know, I told you about it, so I deserve a cut of the, you know, but that is pretty much it, guys. I feel like I kind of talked a lot everywhere. I know they're coming out with the third season, and I probably will watch it for the sole reason that I want to be able to maybe make more videos like this and make more videos where I can give my opinion on shows and what I think about them. Obviously, not every show is as controversial as this one, and not every show has a lot of problems like this one. I saw someone also tweet on Twitter. I saw someone also tweet, like, it was a whole list of, like, trigger warnings in season 2, and it was like 50 different ones, and someone said the fact that there has to be this many trigger warnings mean that it's a show that should not be out there, and that is so true. And I don't know, I mean, it was an interesting series. I don't agree with it, and I don't agree with how they did things, and those are the 3 things that I found most wrong with it, were the 3 things that I mainly talked about. If you watch the show and you agree or disagree with me, then make sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because I post new videos a lot now, honestly. I'm very proud of myself. I was going to say every Wednesday, but I do more kind of random now. So make sure to turn on post notifications, because you never know when I'm going to post. Summer is crazy. I leave for Dallas in a couple days. There's going to be vlogs from that. There's a lot going on, so make sure you don't miss anything, and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye!
I know I'd go back to you.